Hello everyone, welcome to IGCSE and GCSE Maths School. I am Saman. A simple question, try it. See whether you can try this question. Right, question. If A equals B plus C plus D, where B equals 300 to the nearest 100, C equals 50 to the nearest 10, D equals 400 to nearest 100. Find part 1, upper bound and lower bound of A. Part 2, the range of value of A. So this is the question. Now, first of all, before watching my answer, you first try it. First try to do that question and then compare with my answer. Okay. Now next, try. If now this question. If A equals B plus C plus D, then you get A equals, they say, B plus C plus D. Now look at here. A is a sum of three terms. It is a sum of three terms. It's a sum of three terms. A is a sum of three terms. Then they ask you to find the upper bound of A and lower bound of A. When you ask to find the upper bound of A in this question, you ask to find the upper bound of sum of these three terms. Three corrected values A, B, C, D. When you ask to find the upper bound, lower bound of A, that means you are to find the lower bound of the sum of these three corrected values B, C, D. Then you see how it is done. We know how to find the upper bound and lower bound of sum of several corrected values. We know how to find the upper bound and lower bound of sum of several corrected values. Then upper bound of a sum equals sum of the upper bounds of these corrected values. That means upper bound of A equals sum of upper bound of this and upper bound of this and upper bound of this. That means A is upper bound of A equals upper bound of B plus upper bound of C plus upper bound of D. Then we know how to find the lower bound of a sum of corrected values. Then upper bound of a sum of corrected values equals upper bound of the sum of the upper bounds of the corrected values given or that have been added. Then lower bound of sum of corrected values. We know how to find the lower bound of sum of corrected values here before we have discussed. Then sum of the lower bound of a sum of corrected values is the sum of the lower bounds of the corrected values that have been added in the sum. Therefore, sum of the lower bound of A equals the sum of the lower bounds of these three. Therefore, lower bound of A equals lower bound of B plus, lower bound of C plus, lower bound of D. We will write those equations. Then upper bound, we know upper bound of a sum is equal to the sum of the upper bounds. Then upper bound of A means the sum of three numbers. Therefore, the upper bound of A means upper bound of a sum of these three. Then upper bound of sum of these three is equal to the sum of the upper bounds of these three. That means upper bound of B plus upper bound of what? Upper bound of C plus upper bound of what? D. Upper bound of D. Right. Now we know upper bound of B. Upper bound of B is upper bound of a single corrected value. Upper bound of C is upper bound of a single corrected value. Upper bound of B, upper bound of D is also upper bound of single corrected value. When single corrected value, the formula upper bound is very, very easy. That is corrected value plus degree of accuracy over 2. Right. Now corrected value of plus. Find the upper bound of B, then with the corrected value of B plus degree of accuracy of B. Right. What is the corrected value of B? 300. That is to nearest 100. Then 300 corrected value plus degree of accuracy 100 over 2. That is that. Right. Then plus. Then upper bound of C. Upper bound of C means corrected value, that is also upper bound of a single corrected value, the same formula, corrected value plus degree of accuracy. Okay, then get the corrected value of C, that is given C 50, then plus its degree of accuracy is 10, that is 10 over 2. Then upper bound of B, upper bound of D is also upper bound of a single corrected value. The formula is very clear, that is corrected value plus degree of accuracy over 2. What is the corrected value of D? Corrected value of D is 400 here, 400. Then plus degree of accuracy is 100 here, 100 over 2. Very simple, right? Then just to add all, right? Then get 300, 150 here, 350 here, then plus 350 here, here it is 55, and here how much? Here how much? Plus 450, then 450, then answer will be how much? 350, 450, how much? 700, 800, 855. 855 will be the upper bound of A. That is the sum of the upper bounds of BC. Right, okay? 450, yes, 500, yes, 800, 855. Then go to lower bound. Lower bound. Lower bound of A. A is the sum of three numbers BC. Therefore, lower bound of A is the lower bound of a sum. The lower bound of a sum equals sum of the lower bounds of the numbers added, right? Then you have sum of the lower bounds of this. Lower bound of B. Lower bound of B plus lower bound of what? C plus lower bound of what? D. Right now, then get the lower bound of B. Lower bound of B is your lower bound of B is the lower bound of a single corrected value, that is degree corrected value minus degree of accuracy over 2. What is the corrected value of B? That is 300. Then minus degree of accuracy over 2. What's its degree of accuracy? The degree of accuracy of value of B is 100 divided by 2. Right, then plus. Then lower bound of C. Lower bound of C is the corrected, again, the lower bound of a single corrected value. Then what is the formula? Corrected value minus degree of accuracy over 2. What is the corrected value of the C? 50. 50 minus degree of accuracy, so that is 10. That is 10 divided by 2. Same formula applies. Then next one, again plus. Then lower bound of D. Lower bound of D is the lower bound of a single corrected value. What is the formula? Corrected value minus degree of accuracy over 2. What is the corrected value of D? That's 400 here. 400 minus degree of accuracy over 2. Degree of accuracy of D value is 100. Then that is divided by 2. Then you get. Now we calculate. Here it is 300 minus 50 is 250. Then here it is how much? 50 minus 5 is 45. Then here plus how much? 400 minus 50 is 350. 350. Then 350 plus 250 will be equal to 600. Is it so? Yes. 600, 645. Yes, 645. Yes. 645. Lower bound of A has been found. Now the first part of the question is answered. Now the second part. Second part is what? Range, the range of value of A. Then we write always the range of value is greater than or equal to lower bound, less than the upper bound. Right? The greater than or equal to lower bound, you write actual value. Actual value of A. Then this will be greater than or equals to what is the lower bound of A? 645. 645. What is the upper bound of A? That is 855. This is the answer for the second part. Now all the two parts have been answered. The whole question has been answered. Thank you, Raj, for watching until the end. So that is the end of the video. Then continuously we post this kind of questions and some important theory parts for you to improve your knowledge of mathematics. Then today's video is over with that, and expect more and more questions like this from us, and we are always interested in your education needs. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Wish you all the best.